As we all know, 2020 has been a difficult and challenging year for all of us, not least the charity sector, which has seen reduced donations and help, despite being needed more than ever. Here at SPS, and with one eye on problems closer to home, we have decided to support 3 UK charities: Rainbow Trust, Barnet Mencap, and the Jewish Bereavement Counselling Service. Departing from our usual tradition, the money that we raise from your generosity this year will be split equally between them. At this time of reflection, please take a few moments to watch stories from the chosen charities, which explains in more detail the work that they do. Ways to donate will be shown at the end of the video clips. Thank you.
When Emily was born, we were overjoyed. She was our baby girl, and we would do anything to keep her safe. From day one, she was such a bright and cheerful little girl, always playing and exploring. But there are some things you just can't protect your child from, and when Emily was diagnosed with a rare genetic illness, our lives were shattered into a million pieces. First, she needed chemotherapy and then a bone marrow transplant. We spent months with her in hospital. When we finally got to take her home, Emily's immune system was almost non-existent and we couldn't go out. Our quality of life disappeared. We lived around doctor's appointments and treatments, trying to keep our precious girl alive. Nothing else mattered. Our heads are filled with what ifs, and the smallest task became a huge issue. For many parents, taking care of their sick child and their brothers and sisters is 24/7, and sadly, many parents have to give up their jobs. I did, and eventually the expense of keeping my family warm in the winter and spending more than £360 a month on travel to and from hospital led to our house being repossessed, as we could not keep up with the payments. This is when Sarah, our family support worker from Rainbow Trust Children's Charity, came into our lives. She and many like her support families like ours whose child has a life-threatening or terminal illness. Sarah came in and helped me cope. She took Emily and I to hospital appointments, signposted me to benefits that we were entitled to, and helped out around the house. For someone to give that time to someone else for a while, someone else to have a chat to, someone else to say, "Right, come on, let's go to the park," is amazing. My husband and I were at each other's throats, but Sarah's support helped us through our difficulties. She gave us time to talk and space to share our feelings, whatever our family needed most. 4 years on, Rainbow Trust is still supporting us. Family life is so much more manageable, despite Emily's ongoing treatment. But we are better able to face each new obstacle that comes our way.
Barnet Mencap is proud to celebrate its 50th anniversary, and a huge amount has changed in that time. Here's just some of the things we do support adults and children with disabilities and autism. Our quality housing project supports adults to live independently in one or our 3 shared houses or in their own property by empowering them to develop skills and grow in confidence. COP supports our Bright Future service, which offers advice and information for working for year service, employment opportunities for Royal Mencap, and awareness raising. COP offers social activities such as drama and dance, meals out in restaurants, pubs, evenings, and bowling, and as an ability-specific social group. There's also a program of sports and fitness activities including Zumba, football, swimming and yoga, which we could have put on without the help of our volunteers. Support, advice and information are important for children and adults, but we also try to campaign for change and to change people's attitudes. In 50 years, we have come a long way, but we will keep going until there's a true equality for people with disabilities and people with autism or Asperger's.
My name is Tracy Harris, and I felt it was very important to take part in this film because I wanted to let everyone know how important the JBCS has been for me. It's something that I never knew about until I needed them, and I think that's very often the case with illnesses or anything that you suddenly find that there's a resource somewhere that can help you who understands what you're going through. And I was very, very grateful for the help that the Jewish Bereavement Counsel Service gave me when our first child died after 8 days. It was a huge shock. I had been very blessed and had never really had anything go wrong in my life before, and when there were complications with the birth of our son, I assumed everything was going to be fine. Everyone said it's going to be okay, and it wasn't. I knew that I needed extra help, so I saw an advert in the Jewish Chronicle and felt that once I had made the first step, it felt as though I was doing something positive. It was a strength rather than a weakness that I needed the help, and I acknowledged the fact that I needed the help. I had a wonderful counsellor who came. It was probably about 10 or 11 months after the death of our son Samuel, and I was already pregnant with our second child, which I was very blessed that happened very quickly. And with all that came anxiety. Would I be upset? Would I be nervous? Would I be depressed? How would I feel if our second child was a boy or a girl? All these different things. Was everything going to be all right this time? And the counsellor came. I had 6 sessions with her, and she helped me move on to the next stage to prepare for the joy that the rest of my life would hopefully bring. Everybody in their life has to deal with death. It's part of life. And by having a service like the JBCS, they are able to help you to move on. Not forgetting, but remembering and honouring the person that you loved, and to cherish the good memories that you have.